All right, Mike here again with Better Times, here to give you the best bet parlay, the plus money parlay, and as always, our underdog to watch. Now, unfortunately, our winning streak has come to an end. It wasn't a big loss, but we're still up for the year. We're going to keep it moving and win this money. Our underdog to watch for this week is going to be Ilya Taporia. Right now, he's at a minus 105. Now look, I was on Volk the whole time before I broke down the tape. I understand why people are jumping on Taporia. It's the small things. More importantly, if you look at the tape, you can see that a big part of Volk's game plan is his use of feints. And that really puzzles his opponents a lot. That will not happen against Taporia. Taporia is a composed fighter. He keeps his eyes on the target all the time. He rarely bites on feints, and that's going to be a frustrating part of Volk's game plan because he's not going to be able to implement it. So, along with the striking, the feints, is his entries into striking range. I'm talking about Volk here. Because he's able to use so many feints and set up his strikes, he's kind of careless when it comes to his entries into striking range. That is going to be a big mistake against Taporia. Taporia has very fast, very powerful counters, especially with his left hook. I believe Taporia is going to get the job done. More importantly, I believe it's going to be inside the distance. And this is coming from someone who is a big fan of Volkanovski. I put my fandom aside. This tells me Taporia is going to win. At a minus 105, I say jump on that right now. Now, for all those reasons I just listed, not only is it a good bet just for the money line, we're going to parlay him as well. He is our number one pick for the plus money parlay. Our second leg is going to be Anthony Hernandez. Now, this fighter is high pace all the time, just high volume, high pace. And against a striker like Kopylov, I believe it's going to be frustrating for Kopylov because he's not going to be able to read what Hernandez is doing. He goes from striking to wrestling and he misses it in at very odd times and he does it continuously. He does not stop. He does not slow down. That is why he is our number two pick. Our third leg is going to be Mackenzie Dern versus Amanda Lemos under 2.5 rounds. I believe that is the safest bet you can make on this fight. It is very hard to determine who's going to win the fight, but you can tell how they're going to win. If Mackenzie Dern gets this fight on the ground, the fight is over. She's going to submit her. If Mackenzie Dern cannot get this fight on the ground, people say that she has improvements in striking. I don't see it. It's going to be very bad for her. Lemos is very fast, and she's a very strong puncher. It is going to be a bad night for one of these women. Under 2.5, that's the pick. Our fourth pick is going to be Whitaker versus Costa. Robert Whitaker versus Paulo Costa over 1.5. I can see this fight not going to the scorecards, but not early. Robert Whitaker is a stick and move kind of fighter, and he is going to have to continuously do that against someone as powerful as Paulo Acosta. If you watch him fight, you hear his strikes when they land. It is a very hard hit, and sometimes you don't understand how the people are still standing up when they get hit by him. So Whitaker versus Paulo Costa over 1.5. That's the pick, along with Ilya Taporia, Anthony Hernandez, Mackenzie Dern versus Amanda Lemos under 2.5. That is a plus 576 altogether. A spare $20 will win you back $115.35. Now, on to the best bet parlay. I'm 3 of 4 so far, so it's a winning record, and I believe I got a good one for you this week. Number one pick is going to be Rinya Nakamura. I don't think I have to explain it. He's a minus 900 favorite. He's a very good wrestler, very strong hitter, and Carlos Vera really is not going to win anywhere in this fight. There's a reason he is a minus 900 favorite, and that is the reason he is our number one pick. Our second pick, and we only have two, is going to be Merab Dvalishvili. Now, he's going up against Henry Cejudo, who's also a credentialed wrestler himself, but the relentless pace that Merab keeps is going to be a big factor, especially with the cardio he has. He's able to do this for 25 minutes, and this is only a 3-round fight. On top of that, I believe he's got Cejudo covered in the striking, mainly because he knows how to use his feints. He knows how to set up his strikes, throwing a lot of feints, and when he throws his strikes, it's very just an offbeat tempo. Like, that's the only way to describe it. You don't know when he's going to strike, you don't know when he's going to grapple, and this is very hard for opponents to read. I don't see Cejudo getting a read on Merab either. That's our two-legged parlay. Rinya Nakamura, Merab Dvalishvili. Those two together will give you a minus 135. $50 down wins you $36.92 back. That's the best bet parlay. That's the show. Don't forget to check out allinforbettertimes.com. There's more bets. We'll have a few props, but the rest will be available Wednesday along with the lottery parlay. And until next time, may the odds be in your favor. Let's win this money.